Hey everybody, it is Nasal Cactus here, starting off this video with what I may have called too soon the pull of the box. 24 booster boxes from, Fantasy Flight Games. I have to reference the packs that are just off to the side here. When I saw this card, pulling it from an earlier pack, I thought, wow, a showcase foil. This could be it. This could be the card. And I do love me some Lando Calrissian. I was excited to see him. I'm excited to have him. But the question now becomes, what are these last? What do I have? We're going to do 4 today and 4 in the next one. So these last 8 packs, what do they have in store for us? I don't know for certain the pull rate of some of the rarer cards. Lando is a showcase rare, I believe. See if we can get the camera to focus really quick. A showcase rare. So, not a legendary. I don't know how frequently the legendaries show up. In a passing video, I saw somebody say they were 1 per 8 packs. Now that I'm quickly doing that math in my head, I don't know if I've gotten one yet. And we're in the last 8 packs. So, right out of the gate, showcase, token, and base. Oh, the Dagobah Swamp. It matches the back. Very cool. Then we have a Director Krennic. Director Krennic is a common leader. It is the one that if you've been here through all these openings, I have talked I've talked a lot about a lot of these cards. But Krennic is one that I saw before I bought in on this. Oops. See, these are hard to hide. It's in the middle. So I'm gonna say it's the last common is our showcase in this one. Which is a little disappointing, but you know, I like them. First card was a Snowspeeder. Second card, Resilient. General Krennic was the card, to finish my thought from before, that I saw somebody show a showcase foil version of, and it's like, from what I understand, one of the rarest cards, if not just like legitimately a one of a kind that this guy had from like Celebration, maybe when this card game was announced. And ISB agent. I don't think I've seen this card so far. So common. Oh, Carillion Freighter. I was looking around the side of the camera there for a second when I started to pull this and saw the forward prongs and thought it was the Falcon. I was going to be really surprised that the Millennium Falcon was a common. I say Falcon, not Falcon. I'm not here to apologize for it. Here's our showcase, Alliance Dispatcher. You know, and looking at these, I assume that these cards are just meant to be a flex. So when you build decks and you have the showcase, you just get to say, ha ha ha. I have the ones that you don't. TIE Advanced, first uncommon. Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. Cool comic book style art. Distant Patroller, getting another Z95. We've seen a few of these, and I think it's an Outer Rim Patroller is the name of that card. I think we got one more uncommon here, yeah. Cartel Spacer. It looks almost like a ship from Destiny 2. Because the ship designs in Destiny 2 got a little more simplistic in some ways, but yeah, I like the design of that. It's got like some of the vibes of like Ahsoka's ship. Our rare for this first pack, Chopper. All right, we are very steadily building up the entire Rebels crew. We have Hera, we have Kanan, we have Sabine. Now we have Chopper. I think I have Zeb too. Now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I have Zeb. There's a pile of cards next to me, just all the cards that have come out of this. Because each booster pack is like 16 cards. So like you're getting a lot out of these. when you're pulling them. So yeah, we're very quick to being able to fill the... I have Ghost too. There's the reveal. Sorry. Common, foil, Gladiator, Star Destroyer. So yeah, I'm very close to having that full crew on a show that I've never watched. Sorry, you can't see the face I'm making, but it's very apologetic for not being more in on the Star Wars animation. I've watched all of Clone Wars. I need to go back and watch it again. But I have seen it. Ooh, we got a showcase leader. So our token. Oh, Boba Fett. All right. Familiar helmet. Not face. Helmet. Borderless leader. I've not really ever read the card text here. Is this flavor text? It's really just like abilities and effects. Epic action. If you control 5 or more resources, deploy this leader. All right. I'll take your word for it, game. Getting into the rest of the pack. Cantina Braggart. Consortium Star Viper teasing me with one Shadows of the Empire card and not the one I really want. Death Trooper. Wampa. Spec Force Soldier. Steadfast Battalion, got a showcase version of that recently. Snapshot Reflexes, have a foil version of that. Lothal Insurgent, Confiscate, Entrenched. All right, this is one. Oh, I just blew through those commons. This is our first uncommon of the pack. Entrenched, I don't believe I've seen this one before. This is our Imperial Troopers, so interesting. Look, uncommon, Ezra Bridger. I think that's the whole crew. I'm pretty sure I have the whole crew. I started this off saying I thought this was the pull. I'm not going to lie. I feel a greater sense of accomplishment of having this whole crew. That's cool to me. I like being able to say I have all the rebels. I love this. I think early Ezra, right? Ezra has long hair early on, grows it out, or I'm sorry, shaves it later. That's great. I'm going to set that. I've got Sabine right there. I'm going to put Ezra on top of Sabine. Don't read anything into that. This is not a Rule 34 channel. Colonel Yularen. No idea who he is. He looks like an Imperial, though. A legendary. So I don't think I've done a very good job in past videos of describing that. Like when you leave the uncommon part of the pack, it's a rare or a legendary. What do we got? Oh my God. The man himself. Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight. Force Jedi Rebel. I don't know what any of these numbers mean around him, but they are high. I assume attack, defense, and things like that. This is great. I mean, look, I started off, maybe I just needed to kind of threaten the cards with thinking that Lando was the guy, and we do love Lando, but upon doing so, finished out the Rebels crew, got Luke Skywalker. You can't really ask for much more than that. All right, let's see. We got 2 more for this opening. Let's keep right on going. I'm filming a bunch of these all at the same time because one, I think it's just easier. I'm here. I'm set up. But also, I want to open these cards, man. I'm excited. I want to see what is here. Cassian Andor. Finally pulling a Cassian Andor. He is a rare leader. And that makes sense because it has been hard to find him. I've had Jin as a leader. Cassian Andor, though, he's taken some time. So I'm definitely glad to to add him to the collection, the decks. Command Center for the Death Star is our base. Let's get into the rest of the pack. Regional Sympathizers. Patrolling V-Wing. Moment of Peace. Our boy Yoda. Looking peaceful. Don't mind the dog. At least she's not chewing on a Benebone in this video. Occupier Siege Tank. Gladiator Star Destroyer. Vanquish was a card that very much confused me the first time I saw it. And I think it's definitely easier to see now through this camera that it is in fact Darth Vader lifting Emperor Palpatine over his head to vanquish him, to do what the card says. I guess that's how he brings balance to the Force. As the chosen one, is throwing that dude down a pit who somehow returned. Gamorrean Guards, TIE LN Fighter. I don't know what the LN stands for in that. Please let me know if you know. 97th Legion. Oh, I see something at the back. Forced Surrender. Episode 1. Again, making me wonder the balance of the eras. The Force is with me. And here comes the rare. I had no choice. Here he is. Lando. Just blessing us. Responsible businessman. Responsible. Hooking us up. Some fun cards. I had no choice. Alright. I want to wait just a second. I'm a little afraid, because I feel like the track record so far has been on some of these cards that at this glance, I don't want to say are like they're ultimately disappointing, but you know, from a pull standpoint, I think my expectation is that like the best cards end up at the back, and they are definitely the best, and having a I think it's a hyperspace or showcase foil is awesome. What is the rarity? Wait, what is that? Is that a common? That can't be a common. Hold on. Hold the phone. This may be... Is this the pull? Like, is this the pull? Okay, so I'm going to put the Vanquish over top of this really quick, just so you can see. Oh, it is a common. Damn it. It was just hard to see. I thought the C was more like a golden medallion with the C on top of it. Like, looked a little more like a bronze coin. Well, Bantha Poodoo. This is the side effect of me doing something like this, is I'm definitely going to lean into the Star Wars references. All right, let's rip off the Band-Aid. Gorilla Attack Pod. You teased me. You teased me so bad. Still cool looking with the anime streaks. Everybody loves it. All right, we got one more. Down to the last few in the box here. I pulled this one out, just so you know. Our last couple Princess Leia's, I think. Yeah, we got 2 Chewies and 2 Thrawns, and then we are done with this box. Man. Yeah. I'm a little sad. I'm having never done something like this before, and thinking for a long time, like, you know, watching other people pull cards and have these really like amazing experiences with finding things that just get them so excited. Oh, hey, we got a new leader. I've really just fallen into this in a way that I did not expect. It's not not difficult. Oh, a Showcase Echo base. Was this Showcase on the other side? And I just didn't notice the token was Showcase on this side, no border. Showcase Echo base. Anime streaks. And then we have Leia Organa. So now we have Leia and Luke. We do not have a Han yet. I assume, what do we think? Leia uncommon? Rare. Common? My goodness. Show the woman some respect. She unalived Jabba the Hutt. You show her some respect. Alrighty. Vigilant Honor kicks us off for this final pack of the day. JEDI Agitator. By the way, if at any point throughout any of these videos I start saying something and then I kind of trail off and then it's like, Nasal, you were talking about Decipher a couple of videos ago. You never finished that thought. You were talking about something. I don't even remember what it was just a couple seconds ago. That is I'm going to just call that a self-diagnosed ADHD, and I apologize in general. I think I was basically just getting to the point that, like, this experience has been a lot of fun, is really what I was trying to say. And whether or not it's been a lot of fun for you to watch, this is kind of me fulfilling a little bit of a, I don't want to say a dream, but like just something that I always thought would be a fun experience to do. And I'm glad that you've hopefully stuck around through all of it, not part of it. I should not sell myself short. We're getting into a common Showcase Cargo Juggernaut. Cool card. Oh, that's the vehicle that Mando and Bill Burr drive together in Mandalorian. I'm going to set that aside. Benthic 2 Tubes is our first uncommon. General Veers is our next uncommon. Inferno 4 is our next uncommon. I don't know if you need Iden Versio to pilot that, but cool to have a part of Inferno Squad. All right, our rare for the pack. Saw Gerrera to get 2 tubes and then get Saw right after it. Nice little follow-up. I was looking for 2 tubes really quick just to make sure he was, in fact, in this pack. Our final card, common foil Jawa Scavenger. Well, I mean, look, we got some fun stuff in there. 4 packs again today. I feel like it's definitely, and this is probably true for just like how openings like this work, is that they, as you progress and you have more and more, it starts to feel like you're rounding out your collection a little bit more. You know, Puma and I were buyers of the Decipher decks, but I can't say that we were like super well-rounded. We're going to finish it where we started. The man himself, the responsible businessman. I can't lie. I hope there's something else in these last 4. I hope that Chewie has that magic that Lando maybe does not. If Lando ends up being the pull of the box, I'll be a little sad. A great card. I act as if he has feelings. I act as if, you know, Fantasy Flight Games is going to be upset that I prefer certain cards over the others. When in reality, I mean, it's a dope card. It's a dope card. But I want something else. All right. With that, I'm going to wrap this one up. Thanks again so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying what we enjoy. And we will see you again soon.